Shout out my guy. Shout out my guy Pounds. Shout out my guy Doug. You know what I'm saying? Big Boy Podcast. You man know I've been on there a few times, but yo, this clip is going brazy, innit? So without further ado, we need to dissect this, bruv. We need to dissect this.
In the dating circle, does it matter what a man does for a living, his profession? Let me ask you what I asked those other ladies. A Sainsbury's worker.
Yeah.
Hey, look at Doug swing.
Could he be potentially dateable? He works in Sainsbury's. No, I said manager. He's the manager of Sainsbury's. Yeah, he's the manager of Sainsbury's.
About 32, 33 grand a year.
Last time you said that, the comment said that it's more.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're probably getting more than that.
What, 40 grand?
You're probably getting a nice
so
40.
manager at Sainsbury's.
Yeah.
It's not even a job title thing for me. It's genuinely what you earn. Like financial freedom of their financial independence is a big thing for me. Like I grew up poor. It's not cute.
This I grew up poor. It's not cute. 40 bag is not poor, you know. 40 bag is more than the average wage. Yeah, just to put this into perspective. Yeah, in London, I think that the average in inner city London is like 36 bag. Yeah. Outside of inner city London, yeah, that's not including zone 1, because zone 1 there's a premium and all these things. And also in London, the guys like the bankers and all these guys, they actually boost the mean average, so it looks like man make more than they make, innit? If you take away these zone 1 workers and that, the average is like 30k or something like that. It might even be slightly less than that, I'll be honest.
Like I don't find it like, oh, we'll struggle through this, babe. I'm 35 and single. If I was gonna struggle through it, I would have done it.
Yeah.
Brother, you're 35 and you're single, you're already struggling. Do you know them? This is what these gals do not understand, yeah? Like, average women don't realize they're average because men don't tell them they're average. This is what I keep saying, man, them, yeah? Tell them they're average. Do you know what I'm saying? You're 35 years old and you turned up here looking like Captain Jack Sparrow with a bandana on, bro. Who the fuck wants to wife that, bro? If we're being honest, because, do you know what I'm saying? The soil in which I would need to fertilize, yeah, the soil ain't soiling no more. You're 35. You know them ones there, like the best days of your fertilization, your fertilizer's not fertilizing. The best days are behind you. Do you understand what I'm saying? The fact that you've left your house looking like a pirate and then you have these sort of demands, bro. What is this? I'll be real, innit? What is this? Because the way I'm looking at it is the fact that you've said I'm 35 and I'm single, and then you're talking about struggling, you're already struggling, bruv. Because a man that has the money that you want does not want a 35-year-old single girl with a bandana. You get me? This is crazy. You know what I mean? This is absolutely diabolical, bro. Like, you're on your last legs, bro, and you want to move to Saudi. That's what you want. You want to move to Saudi right now. Do you know what I'm saying? You're Kevin De Bruyne, fam. And you want that Saudi bag so you can retire, bro. No one's coming to save you, fam.
Do you know what I mean? I would have done it to someone and just struggled through it. And
you're single. Hope no one's going to be watching this.
She says she lies all the time.
Oh yeah, that lie all the time is the best get out for anything in the world.
No, that one felt genuine.
Yeah, that felt from the heart.
Yeah, that one slipped off the tongue.
I'm not married. If you're not married to me, you're single. I'm not married, so I'm single, right?
Brother, listen, bun the technicalities. Have you got a man or you ain't got a man in it? Like, do you know what I'm saying? She can say the single and that. Like, bro, you're not filling out a questionnaire in the hospital. You know them ones. Stop your shit, innit? The bottom line is, you can't turn around and say that 40k is poor, bruv. 40k is not poor, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not poor. So even saying that she grew up poor, yeah, like, what is her idea of poverty, firstly? Do you know what I mean? And secondly, yeah, like, just because a man does a certain job or earns a certain amount of money, that doesn't mean that that's what his ceiling is. Even if it is his ceiling, that's okay. But the difference between men and women are, yeah, that men have to just get up and do things, bro. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, as a man, you can't just be like, you know what, I can't get the job I want, so I'm just not going to make any money, bro. Women can bum about, bro. Women can go back home at 40 years old, live at home. A man can meet them. A man's not going to judge them that they're at home at 40 years old. You can't be a man in his mid-30s, late 30s, living at home, not making money, yeah, and get respect from a woman, bro. So it's not even a level playing field. So for her to look down on a brother for actually earning money, bruv, and doing something to make money when maybe this isn't his end goal, yeah, is crazy work, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, it's crazy work, and especially when you look like that. Bearing in mind, yeah, that men and women, our currency is not the same. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, men's currency is definitely how much money they make, and also the assets they have. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what women want. Women want men with resources. Do you know what I mean? So your network counts as a resource. How much money you have counts as a resource. Do you know what I'm saying? And also like social currency, all these things. Men value beauty. So if you're not even above average looks wise, why are you watching what man's earning, bro? You're not my female equivalent.
So like it's like that's really financial freedom is something I'm working towards, right? So I'm not saying,
but then work towards it then. Do you know what I mean? No one, you see what it is with these women, yeah? They claim to be self-sufficient, yeah, and independent, yeah. I don't even like that word because women are not supposed to be independent. Independence is definitely a masculine trait. I don't want an independent woman. Any woman that feels like she doesn't need me will never respect me. I know this. So I don't want an independent woman, firstly. And secondly, yeah, if you want all these things, why can't you get them for yourself? Why do you feel like we need to provide that for you, bro? Like, we don't owe you anything, do we? Or do we? And if we do, then what do we get for it?
I'm not a toddler. I'm not saying that like, oh, I want my man to do all of this and I do nothing. Like, I've always said it. I want to earn a shitload of money. I want a partner that earns more than me.
Yeah, but why? But why? I know the answer, but why do you want someone that earns more than you? Because if you're making enough and you're happy with what you're making, he's making enough in his mind and he's happy with what he's making. Why does it matter what he's making to you, bruv?
Always said
Sainsbury's worker, Sainsbury's manager, yes or no?
And if he's on 40k, yes. No.
It's hard for the bros out here, man. It's a simple man. It's just this death.
Bro, average men, yeah. No, average women don't want average men. Do you know what I mean? And for argument's sake, yeah, we'll say that she's average, innit? Because what we look for is we look for looks, fertility, and just attitude. So actually, no, she's not even average. She's below average in all of them because she's 35 years old, which means she's past her sell-by date in terms of fertility. She passed her prime. Looks-wise, she ain't nothing to write home about, and her attitude stinks, innit, bro? Like, that's not what peace at home looks like. So, with all of those things considered, yeah, why do you deserve a man that makes more than the average wage when you're below average at everything that we value? It don't make no sense. You get me? Like, these gala, bro, they're really pricing themselves out of a move, you know? You know what I'm saying? It's crazy right now. She's doing a Rashford right now. You know them way there. 350 bags a week. You want Barcelona, bro. You're not Barcelona. You was on loan at Aston Villa and you wasn't doing nothing. You're not Barcelona.
What if he manages the 40k well?
I want a big life. And I think...
Well, if you want a big life, provide that life for yourself. You get me? Because a man that can provide that life for you is not going to want you. Do you understand what I'm saying? The one thing about men, yeah, is life tells us where we are in it. Like, we are held accountable by life. Women are not held accountable by life. Look at her brethren, yeah. Brethren sitting next to her is better looking than her. And she talks less than her, which makes her even more attractive, but by default, because she don't chat too much. All the things that men value, she's not showing right now. But she wants what she wants, bruv. You're going to die alone, fam. Invest in a cat.
Like, I don't think so. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, listen, you're allowed to want whatever you want, you know. Speak freely. Speak freely.
Listen, talking.
Yo, Pounds is setting her up, you know. He's saying speak freely. This was going viral. The man said speak freely.
People don't want to say it because it makes you seem like you're some kind of gold digger or whatever. I want a big life, and it involves money.
And you can
then get the money your damn self then. You know them way there, like, I want a big life, it involves money. Hey, me too. But I can finance that. I don't need no girl to finance that.
Provide one.
And exactly. So I'm not asking for anybody to not do anything I don't do for myself, right?
So if you can do it for yourself, why does a man need to do it for you, bro? You're independent, sister. You get me? Walk on, sister.
I might have to
I
change
think the
stores,
point of the question is it like hard for the man them like?
Yeah, I love Sainsbury's as well. That's where I shop as well, bro. Sainsbury's my shop, bro. So love Sainsbury's. Say Tesco or something. Or Asda's.
Is it hard for the man that are making an honest living?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because I feel like the question
it's not. There's so many women who will date them.
It's not
no, but there's so many women that have answered the question the way.
There's not so many women that will date them, bro. Like I said, the average woman doesn't know that she's average because men don't tell women they're average. You know what we do? And we should stop doing. And when I say we, I don't include myself in this because I maybe stopped doing this a few years ago, but we need to just stop. We need to stop ghosting girls, that do fuckeries, bro. We need to tell them why we don't want to talk to them anymore. Because I never used to do that. Girls used to do something or say something and it used to turn me off. And I'm the kind of guy, that like a girl can do one thing and I don't have a 3 strikes rule. Like if you do one thing, I'm just like, yeah, all right, cool. You're not for me. I'm not wasting my time with you. I'm moving on, innit? But nah, you know what we need to do, bro? We know what we need to do. And this is what I've done. Well, the most recent time I did it, I'll tell you exactly how it went down. A girl said something to me I didn't like. I told her about herself. And obviously, when you tell girls about themselves, what they like to do is they like to gaslight you, and then they like to try and turn it onto, well, you do this and you're this, that. Bruv, listen, before all that happens, you block them while they're typing the response on the WhatsApp. You know them ones. This is how you do it. Some people call it toxic. I call it therapeutic. You know them ones. You don't even let them get their get back. You know them ones. Because a lot of these things, it's like women are spiteful. What you need to understand is, they want to get the last word in it. And they don't care if it's true or not. They just want to say the most hurtful thing possible, because they're hurt. They want to make you feel the way you've made them feel, innit? And a lot of them can't take being told about themselves. So just before they're about to go somewhere that's going to get really dark, you just block them, innit? This is what you do. But you have to make sure you let them know why you don't want to see them, you don't want to talk to them again, and why they're beneath you, innit? Because you have to let them know. Because a lot of these girls have never been told the truth about themselves. Every time you meet a thing, the ex is always a narcissist, or they're this, or they're that, or they're controlling, or they're a dickhead. It's never their fault. I've never met a girl, that said to me, oh, you know what? I was in a relationship with a really good guy and I fucked it up. I've never heard that. You know them, man. I've never heard that because it doesn't happen. There's no accountability with these girls. You know them ones. So it's one of them ones where, remember when they said, oh, like the gorilla versus 100 man and that, bro. 100 women versus accountability. Who wins? Who wins? It's crazy in these streets.
That you've answered it.
That's exactly
so you're not the first woman to come here with that answer.
Exactly, but the ratio compared to all the women in the world, I know women who I know personally.
Hold on. Let me say.
No, you don't. She said, want normal men. What makes you believe that you're above a normal man? Because it can't be how much money you make, because we don't care about that. The metrics, that you are judged on as a woman, you don't get to decide what that is. You don't get to choose. The same way men don't get to choose the metrics we're judged on. We don't get to say, oh, you know what? I ain't got loads of money, so I don't like the fact that men are judged on how much money they have. We don't get to choose that. We don't get to say, oh, you know what? I'm not very tall. I don't like the fact that we're judged on our height, so I'm going to get rid of it. You don't get to choose. Society, nature chooses for you, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? And you have to roll with the punches. This is how it is. These things want to move the goalpost anytime something just doesn't benefit them. This is the maddest thing. You don't get to choose.
Suppose this guy, he's a lovely man. He's going to treat you nicely. He's going to dote on you. He's going to do all the things that I don't know, your parental relationship, that a dad, you might have seen your granddad be like with your grandma, and so he's just a great all-round man. He's ambitious, but he just happens to, this is where he's at right now.
Okay, so that's different. Because you said ambitious.
No, it's not different. No, it's not. Do you know what I'm saying? No, it is not, bro. Because I bet you, yeah, there's men that are on 40K, yeah, that have more savings than her. Do you know what I'm saying? Can spend, is more responsible with his money than her. Because I'll be 100%, yeah, a lot of gal are not good with money, bro. Like most of the gal I've met, yeah, that do make good money, most of them ain't got savings, bro, because they impulse buy. They don't know how to budget. They don't know how to do all these things. They're emotional spenders of money, blood. Women like to feel good, and they will spend money to feel good. You know them ones. They be doing up Santorini and all these other things. They be doing multiple holidays a year. They can't have money and sit on it. I'm the kind of man that likes to look at money. I like to have money and look at it and know I'm not touching it, bro. You know them ones. Like, I feel like if I open one of my accounts and I don't have a certain amount of money in there, I feel like I'm broke. Like, I don't need, bro. People say, "Oh, what you saving for?" For life, blood. You know, for life. You get me? Like, man's not touching that money. It's not going anywhere. Oh, what you saving for? Because these things can't just have money and not spend it, bro. That they can't. It's an impulse thing all the time. Man, ever gone shopping with your gal? Oh yeah, I'm just popping in the shop to go get a loaf of bread. All of a sudden, yeah, you're in the supermarket and you're going around the clothes section, then you're in the home section, then you're in every other section. The bread's over there, babes. The bread's over there, babes. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is what it is, bro. When I go shopping, yeah, you want to see me do my food shop, I'm in and out the supermarket in 5 minutes, and that includes queuing up at the self-checkout, because I know what I'm going in for. I grab it and I leave, bro. I don't browse. Yeah, I love a browse. You get what I'm saying? They spend money unnecessarily, bro. And this is the reality. So even if she makes a lot of money, I guarantee you there's man on 40 bags that have more savings than her and have more disposable income than her, because these gal don't shop. They don't spend to their means. As soon as they make a little bit of money, where's my Mercedes? Do you know what I mean? The makeup gets upgraded. This brunch, that holiday, that this. No, bro. They don't know how to go without. A lot of gal don't know how to go without. They don't know how to make sacrifices. If they have something, if they have the means to have something, they must have it, bro. They don't know how to sacrifice. So I can imagine there's men that make less than her that have way more disposable income and way more saved, bro. So this is all a load of bollocks.
So it's like, this is where you're at right now.
That's what I usually add. That's my caveat.
With the hope to do more, right? But I think, and again, this is not a slant on anybody. I am not someone who's easily content.
And you shouldn't be.
So I'm not gonna
masculine as fuck. You know them ones. All this masculine stuff, I'm not easily content. Brother, women in general are not built yet to have excess, bro. That's a very masculine thing, because men have the natural provider trait. You know them ones. So we want excess. We want excess money. We want that. We want excess resources. We want excess everything. Everything's abundance. Even the way men populate the earth is abundance. We can populate the earth. We can impregnate multiple women. Women can only hold the child of one man in their stomach at once, bro. Like these lot claim to be religious or believe in God or come from a religious, but they don't believe in religion. Because if they did, then they would understand that the earth is the way it is because this is the way that God made it and this is the way it's supposed to be. And even if you don't believe in God, yeah, then you believe in science. And if you believe in science, then you still need to understand that certain things, there are masculine and a feminine in loads of different things. And it's still the way it is because it's the way it's meant to be. So there's no way of getting out of this. There's absolutely no way. This is a very masculine woman that you are seeing at work, bruv. Very masculine. I'm not easily content. Feminine women are very easily content. Men are not fucking easily content because our biology tells us we need more, we need more, we need more. Because this is how the world keeps spinning. This is why men keep inventing, keep innovating. Do you know what I'm saying? Because we need to have that insatiable appetite to keep producing, whether it's producing humans, or producing stuff for us to live. We have to produce. We have to. This is not a female. This is a man in a bandana. It's Captain Jack Sparrow.
It'd be like even where I am right now, I'm like, all you know is that every other time, what the fuck are we
always
doing,
telling
man?
her
Like, we need to
you're
do
doing
more. What we doing?
That's my
But she'll be
outlook.
like, we're doing amazing. I was like, no, we're not. We need to do better. Like, that's the kind of person I am.
See that? You see Pounds? He said, that's my outlook. He's a man, bro. She wants to hustle. Hustling ain't feminine. They know nothing feminine about hustling. You know them way there. There's nothing feminine about it. That's why a lot of the man them that grew up with single mums and that's always hustling. Your mums are mad masculine, bro. And that's why when you look for a gal, yeah, if you want a gal like your mum, yeah, it's not gonna work, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Because this woman will emasculate you, bro. Because you can't have two masculines in a relationship. You need one that's gonna submit, bro. And most of the time, it's the guy that submits. That's why youths that grow up in a house with only a woman and no men around them are bitch made, bro. This is why, because you take on the feminine. You take on the feminine by default because your masculine is your mum. And this is what they don't get. A lot of men will see this. This is what your mum's like. This is your mum. It's crazy.
Yeah, shouldn't it really come down to how much free money he's got available? Even so, let's say 40k, right? Brings back what? Let's say $2.5 grand, yeah,
yes,
or whatever, right? Let's just say estimate, right? But then let's say he hasn't got no mortgage, but so
yes.
So let's say he might have been inherited a yard, paid off.
Oh, that's that.
No, but what I'm trying to say, hear me out. No, but what I'm trying to say is, don't it really boil down to, let's say, all right, don't it at the end of the day come down to how much free money he has available?
No,
he's right, because at the end of the day, I could be making 40k and you don't know I'm making 40k. Do you understand? Because I could have low car payments, or I could have my car paid off, so I'm not paying that. Do you know what I'm saying? If I don't have a mortgage because I own my house, for whatever reason, I could have inherited the house from my parents or whatever. If I've got low overheads, then like I said, my available expenditure or my the money that I've got available to spend monthly could be more than you, because you got more overheads. He's 100% right. A lot of men might earn a lot of money, but they ain't got liquid cash. It's not liquid, bro. Because they're paying out so much money that they've got as much to spend as someone else. A lot of people live to their means, or they live above their means. And this is what I keep telling you, man. It's all about disposable income. I've been saying to people, yeah, like, my income is constantly increasing and my overheads are going down. Like, I literally am moving into a yard that is more than twice the size of the one I'm in right now, and it costs me less. And I don't need to be spending less money when I'm making more money. It's a conscious decision because I'm not an idiot. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't live to my means. I've never lived to my means. I could have a lot more than I have, but I don't want it because I don't need it. A lot of these things can't live below their means, bro. They can't. This is why, yeah, the quickest way for the government or the man, yeah, to get their money back is to give their money to women, because they'll spend it. Do you know what I'm saying? That's it. Do you know what I'm saying? You want more money in floating around the economy, give it to women. They don't know how to save. You know what I'm saying? Biggest consumer debt on the planet. They spend more than men, but they make less than men. Make it make sense. Oh, Rants is sexist. Ah, well.
Because they're saying
it comes down to his level of ambition.
Yeah, level of ambition,
ambition.
but then you could have a level of ambition. You could be on 100k, but in terms of free money, you could only have $2 grand free for the month.
Spot on.
Because your outgoings and what you're spending money, that means you got a bigger car.
Okay,
let's say you got the Bentley now. The Bentley's $2.5 grand. Insurance on that's $3 grand. Like, the more money you have, and the more bigger things you require, is the bigger outgoing. So let's say the man on 40 grand actually manages his dough well, where he's even got more free money than the man that's on 100 grand.
He's 100% spot on. He's 100% spot on. Because I know that, like, bro, I'm frugal as fuck. You know them ones. And not even on purpose. I'm just someone that I require very little entertainment. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't need to go out every weekend because I'm very content in my life. I just feel like people that are out all the time, yeah. People that are out all the time, yeah, partying and doing all these things. I feel like they're hiding from something. I feel like they're hiding from something. Like, what are you hiding from? What are you running away from? Do you know what I mean? Why can you not be inside your own house? Why can you not be inside your own head, bro? Like, you're trying to escape from something, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, I always see that. Like, people will turn around and say you're boring, yeah, if you don't need to do a whole bunch of extracurricular activities to entertain yourself. But I would argue that the real boring people can't just sit in silence, bro. I could sit in silence. I could sit in a room by myself, with myself, and be comfortable. A lot of people can't do that. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is what it is. This is why people need to be out partying. These guys need to be doing brunches, doing up gossip and all these things. Nah, brother. Nah, brother. In my new crib, yeah, man's building a gym and I've got a studio to work, bro. I'm not, if you see me outside, I'm going to get food because I need food for sustenance. That's it. Yeah, you ain't going to see me outside going gym no more because I have one in the house. I'll be real. It's that. It's 100% that, bro. I don't need to go out. So by default, I spend less money. So I got way more disposable income than someone that might make twice as much as I make. And to be fair, if you make twice as much as I make, you're doing very fucking well. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'll still have more money to spend than you because I'm not going to go and get a fucking 5-liter car that's just guzzling down petrol. I don't need it. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to have a car that costs $1,000 a month on finance because why would I do that? Even if I could afford that, why would I do that? Do you know what I mean? Why would I go out and party every weekend to do what? For who? Why would I buy all these designer clothes that just don't make me no money? Do you understand? Like, it just doesn't make no sense. So I could have a lot of things that other people have, but I don't want them because people buy these things because they're trying to fill a void in life. There's something that you're trying to make up for, bro. It's crazy. I'm not on that. I'm just staying in my house, bro. I realized the other day I ain't had a haircut in 3 months, blood. I called my barber. My barber's coming to my house tomorrow. 3 months I ain't seen my barber, you know. 3 fucking months. And I don't care. Like, do you get it? I just thought, you know what? 3 months is a bit excessive, bro. That's all it is. I live a very, very simple life, bro. A very simple life. So I could live off 40 bags. I could live off 40,000. No problem. I'm glad I don't have to, but I absolutely could. And I wouldn't feel poor with 40 grand. I wouldn't.
Let's take it.
No, I'm not personal.
Well, that's, do you know why that's
I know you're a
not
big.
I'm
That's
just
good.
Do you know why that's
good.
not free
But
money?
that's
I'm just breaking it down to
that's
give
fighting
different.
for the working man,
Yeah,
as
I'm
we
fighting
should.
for the working
Yeah,
man.
that's right. That's what I'm saying. He's fighting for the working
But
man.
the thing is, it's not free money because that's all his money.
Yeah, that's what I'm. It's not free money, but it's
What
all
about
his
the
money.
rate,
But what
It's not all his money. Man could have savings. What are you talking about?
I'm saying it's available funds because if you take away funds that's tied up in bills,
Yeah.
and then when you, even the person that's on 100k and he's got outgoings, let's say you got the bigger yard, you got the 600k yard now,
Yes.
which the mortgage is maybe 3 grand. Do you get what I'm saying? And you got so even if you got 10k fee for the month, but then your outgoings is 6k, you only got 4 grand, but then that has food.
Do you know what's so
do you get what I mean?
Doug's right, bro. Again, it's all about disposable income and living to your means, bro. Because you know what it is with these gal. What they're not saying is they would rather you don't have no money to spend, yeah, because you have nice things and you look rich. Do you know what I mean? It's not really the man having it exposed the disposable income, you know. It's looking a certain way. It's all about styling. If you had a nice whip and a nice house and you wore nice clothes, yeah, but you had no disposable income, she wouldn't mind because when she's out with you, it looks like you got money. It's all about what it looks like. It's not about the actual shit. It's not about the actual money. Do you get what I'm saying? It's never been about that. This is why guys like the Tinder swindler, yeah, he can absolutely swindle all these gal because any man that looks like he's got money can ask a woman to borrow money and she'll borrow him the money because in her head, he looks like he's got bread, even though they've never seen a bank statement. Do you understand how easy it is to twang these women? You just need to look like you have money. This is what she's saying to you. And this is why Man take pictures in front of other man's cars on Insta and do all these other things because we understand that if we look like we've got money, that's enough. They don't need you to buy nothing, bro. When you look like you have money, or a girl knows that you've got money, and I say knows in quotation marks, as in they think that they know you've got money. You can take a girl to McDonald's on a first date. Do you know what I'm saying? If you're Chris Brown, you don't need to take a gal to Novikov or that, and you could take her to Dunkin' Donuts, blood, and it'll be the best donut she's ever eaten because she's with a man that's got money, so you don't need to spend money on her. Once women know or feel like you have a certain amount of money, automatically you can do less with them because they don't really want you to take them to these places, bro. They're looking at you, yeah, as a retirement plan. That's all it is. That's all it is. She's like, you know what? He's got this money. He's going to be able to look after me. So fuck it. Yeah, we'll eat in these places. It was never really about where you're taking him, where you're taking her. These gal want you to take them to certain places to prove that you've got money. If you can prove that you've got money in other ways, you don't need to take them to these places. So that means it's not really about the money. It's not really about that.
If as a man you said to me that like, there are certain things about a woman that you would not date, I'm not trying to convince you.
Yeah,
I'm not even trying to convince.
If you're like, I'm not going to date a girl that's this, that, and the other, I'm like, bet. But every time a woman says, no, I want someone who's financially free, or blah, 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 they're like, yeah, but what if,
No, it's because your reasoning doesn't make sense. And also, you're asking for something that you do not qualify for. That's like me saying, yo, I want to be a pilot. Rants, do you have a pilot's license? No. Can you fly a plane? No. Do you have the means of getting a pilot's license? No. But I want to fly an airplane. Okay. So what then, mate? Like, what are we doing here? I'm not qualified for what I want. So change what you want or qualify yourself. One or the other. She's not qualified for the man that she wants. The man that she wants doesn't want her. That's why she's 35 and single, bruv. This is why. This is why, bruv. I don't think any man, yeah, because these gal are talking like they need man that makes minimum 6 figures. No man that's making 6 figures, yeah, and has the pick of the bunch. Do you know what I'm saying? Because as a man, yeah, as a man, if you're making 6 figures, you are in the 1% in the United Kingdom. Do you know what I'm saying? So, for argument's sake, if I say, yeah, cool, I'm making 6 figures a year or whatever, I'm in the top 1%, I'm in reasonably physically good shape or whatever, depending on whatever people call that. If you only like black men as well, as a black man, that then takes man below the 1% into the point, whatever percent, yeah. And say she wants a man that makes more money than her, and he probably has to be black. And then on top of that, yeah, a lot of these African girls, not only do they have to be black, but they have to be from the same tribe or at least from the same country and all these things. Bearing in mind, we're like 3% of the whole population in the UK anyway. So you're going into the points, yeah. Why the fuck are they going to choose you? You're not my female equivalent. Do you know what I'm saying? You're not my female equivalent. So when you're telling gal or man that they have to date within their tax bracket, no, it's not about tax bracket. Because money to me is looks to you. Money to me is not money to you. So what are we doing here? Do you know what I'm saying? What are we doing here? The reason why men will always have a rebuttal to what she's saying is because it's a false equivalence.
What if there's no buts? It's what I want.
Everyone's entitled. Like I said a minute.
I want to fly a plane, guys. I want a job as a pilot for British Airways. Give it to me. I don't need to be qualified. Give me the job because I want it. How's that going down?
said that a minute ago. Everyone's entitled to want what they want.
I'm just throwing in.
Yeah,
You're not entitled to want what you want. You're not. You're not. You're entitled to want what you're qualified for and you've worked for. You're entitled to want that. If you, go to university and you acquire all the qualifications, to become a doctor, or should I say a GP or whatever, then you are entitled to want a doctor's job or a GP's job because you've done the work. You're qualified. And even then, there are qualified doctors working in Sainsbury's because there wasn't a job. Do you know what I'm saying? So because there wasn't a job available, as a man, you're like, yo, I need to make money. I can't just wait until there's a job that I want. I'm qualified to do this, but I have to do this in the meantime. Like, what are we doing? Like, when I finished playing football, I wanted to fucking work in the gym. But guess what? You need to get a qualification to work in the gym. I didn't have the qualification. So what did I do before? I just got a job. I got a job on the front of house first while I was getting my qualification. Because I said, yo, I don't want to pay for a gym membership. I want to be in the environment anyway. So let me just be let me just be front of house first. Let me be on reception while I'm doing my course. I'm already in the building. I'm already getting to know people. I'm already getting some money in. And then when I qualified, I just moved from behind the fucking desk, fucking scanning the cards and giving people their towels, to being in the gym. But I still needed money. I wasn't going to say, I'm just going to wait till I get qualified and then wait till I get a job. Who's waiting, bro? I want my free membership and I want some money now, bro. I want to get out of the house, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? So what are you talking about? I wanted to be on the gym floor, but I wasn't qualified. So am I going to sit there and say, you know what? Just give me the job on the gym floor. I played football. I'm fitter than these PTs anyway. I know how to train. It don't matter. You ain't got the papers, bro. You don't have the papers. She don't have the papers for what she wants.
Do you know what it is? There definitely is caveats, and I think that a lot of the times when these conversations come up, I think it depends. There's so many nuances. There's so many variables. It depends on your age. Depends on where you're at in your life.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? I think as someone who is financially successful, blah, 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 I don't think it's unreasonable to say you want someone on your level or doing better.
On your level? What is your level? What is your level? This is where these women fuck up. What is your level? Your level is not, your level is not an equivalent. Men and women are not equal. Men and women are not the same. It's never been that. Equal means the same. We're not the same. What are we talking about? There's no equal. What do you mean on your level? Brother, if there's a young 25-year-old girl, that is in the peak of her beauty, and when I say beauty, I mean, like beautiful beyond debate. Like if you get 1 million men in a room and they put this woman in front of her, and they all sit down and they can say categorically she's cold, innit? Like there's no dispute. The male equivalent to that is a fucking billionaire, bro. That's the equivalent. You can't argue with my billions. You know them, you can't argue with that. So if I'm a 50-year-old man, and I'm a billionaire and she's 25 years old and she's cold, that's her level. That's my level. That's my level. You can say, oh yeah, you're fat, you're short. It don't matter, I'm a billionaire. That's my level. That bad thing that everyone wants, that's my level. Because I'm the male equivalent to that. All these men want to be me. They want my bank balance. They want to do the things that I can do. They want to go to the places I go. They want the access that I've got. That's the equivalent. She can get into any room she wants because of how she looks. I can get into any room I want because of what I have. That's the equivalence. These gal are not cold enough to be like, yo, I need a man, that makes the equivalent to me. Bro, looks wise, you're mediocre at best. Do you know what I'm saying? You're mediocre, like you're average, like you're bang average. Like this is the reality. You're not cold. If you walk into a room, people are not gonna stop eating, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? People are not gonna turn around and stop talking and whatever. Like you're just average. Like if you walk into the room, no one's gonna notice. So why do you want a man that has money, yeah, that places him well above you? Do you know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense. It don't make no fucking sense, bro. This is what these gal need to understand. So her financial level is not her level. Her level is what men rate. We decide what her level is, not her. The same way women decide what our level is based on how much money we make, what we drive, how tall we are, what we wear. They decide what our level is, bro, and we decide theirs. They're trying to decide their own level. You don't get to pick and choose.
Because the way society's set up, it's going to be a very long day for you. If you are like a quote unquote, for lack of a better phrase, like a high value woman, and your date
doesn't exist. Doesn't really exist. And if a high value woman did exist, yeah, it would, the parameters, it would be purely based on looks. It wouldn't be based on finances, because a woman's finances don't do anything for us. So a woman's value is not in her finances. So if you're a high value woman, yeah, a high value woman, yeah, if you're doing the equivalence of man, would be a woman that's extremely beautiful and extremely fertile and extremely feminine. Are we seeing that right now? Are we seeing that right now?
In someone that's not on your financial level, and the things that come with that are a lot of headache. Do you know what I mean? Because society is not set up in a way for men to earn less and for them to be comfortable and to, you know, have like the confidence to be with a woman that earns more. So I think
have the confidence, brother. It's not confidence. Let me tell you something. Yeah, the reason why it's not good for men to be with women, yeah, that earn more than them, is because that woman, yeah, is going to never let you forget that she makes more money than you, because women can't be humble when they make more money than you. And when women get upset, they're spiteful, like I said before. So she'll call you broke. She'll tell you that she paid for this. She'll make you feel less of a man. And as a man, yeah, naturally, because we have more testosterone than women, yeah, our instinct when we're being attacked like this and disrespected, and a man's love language is respect, innit? If you respect your man, he'll do anything for you. If you disrespect your man, it's a slippery slope, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And as a man, because of our testosterone and our natural inclination, yeah, to want to perpetuate violence, want to, not actually do it. Not actually do it. Because masculinity is also the ability, yeah, to want to do something and to control your emotions. Men that can't control their emotions are very feminine. However, I get the urge to punch someone in the face probably every day. I don't do that. I know it's the testosterone, though. It's okay. The point is, these women will drive you fucking nuts, bro. I do not recommend, as a man, being with these masculine women that make more money than you, bro. Because, bro, they'll have you questioning your sanity. They will. They'll drive you crazy, bro. When she's saying the confidence, it's not the confidence. It's for your own safety. Because if you say something to man that I don't like, I'm having conversations with myself in the next room.
I think for the peace of mind, it's actually easier to want someone that, you know, is either on your level or wants more. And also, like Tolly's saying, if you want to have a big life, you should be with someone that has the same sort of ambitious level. And
that's why I always
date your wage kind of thing. Like with me,
date your wage. You see what I'm saying? Date your wage. Brother, what? Brother, this is crazy.
I've always said that, like, partnership is very important to me. So when this question comes up about would you date someone that earns less or whatever, honestly, for me, it's not about what they earn. It's about how good they are with their money, their credit score, and what their intentions are. And if they...
Brother, even the credit score thing, bro, listen. You can repair your credit score, yeah? if you're ugly, yeah, you can't repair that, really. And if you're old, you can't repair that. If your eggs are not egging no more, if the fertilizer has expired, you can't fix that. You can fix a credit score. Many people have done that. You cannot fix the fact that you're 35, you got no man, and you probably got no use. Brother, if I want a legacy, I don't want you. You are useless to me. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the reality. There's certain things that I can fix. You can't fix that. Do you know what I'm saying? I also know, I know women, yeah, that have really high credit, yeah, and they've got no money, bro. Like, brother, I had a client, yeah, that had over 5 grand's worth of debt, credit card debt and stuff like that. And her credit was better than mine at the time. And I was thinking, how the fuck have you done that? Because she's got bare credit cards and she spends on credit cards. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I never grew up like that. I grew up around hustlers, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I grew up around hustlers, bro. In my ends, yeah, I grew up around men that always had cash on them. I never see a credit card when I was growing up. Man, them were hustlers. You man know what ends I grew up in. Man, them had cash all the time. Never seen a credit card. In my head, if you were using a credit card, you were broke. My thing was, bro, if you ain't got the cash, then you're broke. Like, don't spend money that you don't have. That's always been my thing. And I still live by that now. Do you know what I'm saying? I still live by that now. And the wickedest thing is, I ain't had a credit card for too long, yeah. And now, even now, I don't even really use it. But before, I was doing, I'll use my credit card just to pay a few things or pay for a few things and then just pay it off at the end of the month. Literally, because I'm not paying no interest on nothing, bro. Are you mad? Interest for what? I'm not giving you more the penny than I need to give you, bro. I'm tight. That's why I'll always have money. I'm not paying interest. I don't care what it is. At the end of the month, that's getting cleared. I'm not giving you shit. I'll be real. Like, this is what it is. I'm not giving you none of my money. So I don't spend money I don't have. I just don't do it. It's a bad habit. So there's bare things that have no actual disposable income, yeah, and live month to month off credit. Sometimes they can't even afford to clear their credit cards. They got better credit than you, man. Trust me, all of you. I've seen it. I've seen a gal juggle 4 credit cards. Do you know what I'm saying? With a bad boy credit score, better than mine. Couldn't believe it. I said, brother, you pay me to train you. I got more money than you, and you got better credit than me. This is a scam. I said, what is this? Unbelievable. I know you got no money. I know you got no money like that. You know them way there. Like, it's crazy. And these guys are still going on holiday, you know, juggling 4 credit cards to go on holiday. Hey, brother, listen, if I speak, so even the credit score thing's fugazi. How are you gonna know whether he's got a good credit score or not if he's got cash? These gal are crazy. Worry about the things that you can control. There's certain things you can't control.
They want to like meet me where I'm at, like then I'm happy to do that. I don't really care about a job title. I don't really care what you do. So long as you're good with money and you know how to spend, you've got good credit, then I'm really not bothered.
What I like about
I hear that. See, at least, bruv, she's a lot more bearable. Do you know what I'm saying? She's a lot more bearable because at least she's trying to be balanced. I feel like her brethren, yeah. I feel like her brethren is like the more alpha, innit? You can tell she's the more masculine one. And it's almost like, you know what it's like, masculine and feminine follows masculine, innit? So a lot of the times she lets her brethren do the bad mind thing and she kind of holds on to that. You know them ones there because she follows, because that's what feminine women do. They follow, innit? That's what they do. So she's following this one's bad behavior. Don't follow this one's bad behavior because it's not going to end well for you. I'll be real.
Which I was saving. And then I said, as soon as I said it, you jumped on it. Is when I added the with ambition.
Yeah.
And then you were straight away, oh no, now that changes the conversation.
Yeah.
Because ambition is everything. Like,
you can have ambition for what? When you're 45, but ambition 55, talk about.
You should have ambition at every stage.
That's why the age thing is
ambition. You can never stop.
No,
the
age thing also matters for your fertility, bro. But if we start talking about that, you're gonna tell me that I'm sexist. You know them way there. You're 35. you're 35 and single, bruv. And there was no talk of you already having a picnic. So, like, what are we doing? Do you want to talk about age or not?
The age will matter.
Like another hustle or like
No,
something else
you
going
want
on,
something, like you want more.
No, you're not understanding. You're not understanding.
No, but
You're
all
not
the factors come into it.
when I say ambition, I'm talking about
for
there's
more.
some people that are never content. It's like, all right, I've achieved this now. What can I do next?
Yeah, that's me.
If we remortgage this, we can do this. And now we can. That's ambitious. You can be 45, 50 and still have those kind of thoughts.
Yeah.
So when I say with ambition, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about a dreamer. That's different. That's different.
100%. Dreams and ambitions are not the same, bro. If you're not putting things in place to get what you want, you're dreaming. And this is what she's doing. She's dreaming. She's dreaming about this man that she wants, yeah, but she's turned up, yeah, to be on camera with a bandana. Look at her brethren. She's done her hair. She got a lip gloss and that on. Do you know what I'm saying? Both of them have got loose fitting clothes because I don't know if the gym's been gymming, yeah, but one's done her hair and do you know what I mean? The voice is soft and all. The other ones come out, do you know what I'm saying? Looking like 50 Cent do fucking Get Rich Die Trying with the do-rag and that. You know them one. And this is what I'm trying to say. This is the difference. Do you understand what I mean? This is the difference. This is why one of them's got a man and one of them don't. I'll be real, bro. You're seeing exactly what not to do, bro, in 8K. Shout out pounds.
It's a dream. I said
I'm
ambitious.
Wait, she got a ring on her finger as well. She's married. Now you see why she's married. You see that? You see that, man? Them? See, there you go. Yeah, I mean, thanks for coming to my TED talk. You know them way there.
Ambitious man. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
I think as long as it's a financial thing that's beneficial for how you want to live your life, right? Look, the main reason for divorce is financial issues because people
because bitches are greedy. That's why bitches don't want to work.
don't want to have these conversations. Oh, I love him so much. Like you're not having real conversations. Money, religion, shit, blood type. Like there's so many things we're not doing because we're so lost in. Oh, but I love him so much.
But what about they're gonna say? They're gonna say. I'll tell you this from now. They're gonna say, yeah, that's why you're single. You're being too picky. You're ignoring the man from Sainsbury's. That was a good guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Shout out Pound, you know, because listen, he's fighting for all the mandem, for all the average men. The reason why they're average is because they are the majority. Do you know what I mean? The majority of man, and she falls into the average woman. She does. Do you know what I'm saying? The average woman now is making a lot more money than they used to make. So her making money that does not make her rare. It makes her even more average because a lot of the times now they're paying women on par with man because they have to. Do you know what I'm saying? So you're average. Just like the 40K manager, you're average, bro. You know, that's your average. Because no matter how much money you get paid, we're not going to judge you on your money because your money's your money, my money's our money. So we're not judging you on your money. We're judging you on a bandana, fam.
But then
with the red blood type. And he's Yoruba as well. He's Yoruba as well.
See, Yoruba, you see that? Because that matters to them. You see what I'm trying to say? All that matters. And because that matters, you're even less qualified. Because you want someone that fits a very, very, very unique description, and there's nothing unique about you.
No one's ever
one of the
died
ones
from
though, because when you say it like that, the man from Sainsbury's.
No one's ever
The
died.
thing is, it's the headache that comes with it. I think a lot more women actually would be open to it, but you've got to look at people that are in those positions already. Let's take Oprah and Stedman, for example. Like Oprah she gets clowned all the time for dating.
Brother, why are you talking about Oprah, bro? Listen, Oprah is a billionaire, and she's clapped. So her currency is still her looks, bruv, and she's a billionaire. So Oprah wouldn't date on her financial level because one, there are not many men that are on her financial level, and two, even the men on her financial level don't want her. They want a young buff thing. They don't want her.
Dating down, blah blah blah. These times, Stedman's actually a very successful, established lawyer, but he's not Oprah.
No one's matching.
Yeah, but he's not dating down. She's not dating down. If anything, he's dating down because Oprah's not bad. You know them ones there. Like Oprah's money don't make her buff. You don't make her buff. So Stedman, yeah, could be the one dating down. I don't know what he looks like. But if he's a successful lawyer, that means he can already get a bad young thing because he's already got money. So if anything, he's dating down, dating her. Because he could get a young buff thing that's nicer than Oprah that gives the good uckies, blood. Like, you know, them ones that he don't need Oprah. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to keep it a buck. He's dating downwards. Her money don't mean nothing. He's got money. He don't need her. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he don't need her, bro. This is the reality. If you're a rich, successful lawyer, yeah, the Kardashians' dad was a rich, successful lawyer. Do you know what I mean? You get a young bad bitch with that job. You don't need an old thing. You get me? Trust me, if man's gonna have a heart attack beating a thing, man wanna die on top of a young baddie. You know them way there. It's the facts.
Do you know what I mean? So
because it's like, would man date the woman that works in the cafe?
So that's the thing. I just think that
I would date a woman that worked in a cafe. I'd date a woman that worked in Nando's, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, man went out of the thing that worked in Nando's before. I was thinking about the protein. You know them was after the gym, bro. Run me little whole chicken and that.
Oh man, them are different. Man, them would.
Yeah, of course, because money is your currency. Beauty is women's currency.
Yeah,
well, there you go. So she said it. Money's our currency. Yeah, beauty's exactly. Well then, and that's the point. And we go right back to Captain Jack Sparrow. Look at the currency there, and she's talking about money. Let me hydrate in it, because man had to let that marinate real quick. She just said that beauty's a woman's currency, yeah, and money's a man's currency. So when she's talking about Oprah and Stedman, like I said, yeah, again, so I've just voided that argument. So Oprah's the one punching because her husband could have a buffer gal than her. This one over here, get rich or die trying, 50 cent, bro, or 50 pence. Do you know what I mean? In British currency right now with a do-rag. She wants a man that makes more money than her, but your currency is beauty. You're not buff like that. I'll be real. You're not buff like that. So you need to slow down. Bobby Valentino. Audrey, talk to your brethren.
Yeah, it's a different dynamic.
You go get a flipping.
It's a different dynamic. You hear that?
Fry up next tomorrow and make you see someone leg and you're going to say, please. It won't even be a question.
That's the thing, right? Why are women now being blamed for a dynamic that's been set up for us for years? This dynamic has been set up for years. The man's thing is financial. Like for years, the reason why men are even built with bigger backs because you protect women, like to get but you don't want to blame a 2025 woman for something that's been set up for her for years. And the thing is, it's not true that the 40 grand a year Sainsbury man won't find someone. He'll find a great woman. There are many women.
Wage.
It's not even that, but there are many women who this is not important to them.
That's not true, blood. She's chatting shit, bro. There's not many a woman that's not important. It's not important to you because society and social media has brainwashed these women to all think that they deserve more than they actually do deserve. They want more than what our grandparents wanted, yeah, but they offer way less. You get me? Like for the money, yeah, the money that I make now, yeah. If I was living in my granddad's time making this money, you know, I could have picked me in about 4 different countries, pay for all of them, and have a happy 4 families. You know them that with the money that I make. You know them ones there. I could have been on a generational madness with this kind of money. You know them ones, and granddad done that on a normal wage, you know. Brother, I got aunties and cousins out in New York City, blood. I was at Thanksgiving the other day with them. You know that. You know what I'm saying? And my granddad never lived in America. You know them way there. So I'm just saying. I'm just saying it. So when you see stuff like that, bro, I could have had 4 happy families, you know, with the money that I got now. So, hey, what are we talking about? Society's always been the way it's been, innit? It's always been the way it's been because it's there for a reason. So when they're saying, the patriarchy, bro, the patriarchy, yeah, is keeping everyone safe, blood. You know the ones, whether you like it or not, bro. Patriarchy exists, yeah, because that is the natural order. If you believe in God, which I hope she does, that's the way that he wanted it. If you don't believe in God and you believe in science, It's the way science wanted it. You know what I'm saying? This is exactly it.
You're talking to men who are important, who say it's important. This is just important to me.
She waffling. She's waffling. She's talking. This is how the majority of women want it, bro. They don't want average men, bro. All of these gal want the Instagram lifestyle, bro. And this is why I feel sorry for the young G's right now, yeah. But to be fair, shout out the young G's. Not the Gen Z brothers, but the brothers after them. I think they're Gen Alpha or something like that. Because them motherfuckers ain't spending no money on no women, bro. They're saying, yeah, cool, you girl got jobs 50-50 and that. That's what they're doing. You know them ones there. You see them young G's? Hey, respect them, bruv. Because they're not doing no chivalry, blood. Do you get me? They're not on that. They're saying, yeah, you got money, bro. Listen, spend your own money. I hear it. You know what I mean? It's our generations that got twanged, innit? The young G's now coming up, they're not playing that game. I respect it. Because now you've got like young 20-year-old youths that feel like they should be driving and they should be moving out and doing all these other things because they're seeing social media and they're seeing streamers and stuff their age that are millionaires and stuff like that, bro. Like the game's rigged, bro. This is not real life. You're not supposed to have it figured out at 20. You're not even supposed to have it figured out at 30. That's the reality. Do you know what I'm saying? Men don't really start coming into their own until about 35. That's the reality. That's real life. That's not social media. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is the reality. Like the average man don't become a millionaire if they are going to become a millionaire until 45 years old. So why the fuck do you think you need to have everything figured out at 20? And that's why I say to the young G's, yeah, if you don't know what you want to do in life, yeah, don't go uni, yeah, and accumulate 45, 50 grand's worth of debt, yeah, on some bullshit. If you don't know what you want to do, bro, take some time, bro. Do you know what I mean? I don't think people should go uni before 21 years old unless they know what they want to do. Like straight out of school, bro. Nah, bro. Go and experience life, bro. Go get a job. Go make some money. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? If you want to travel, go travel, blood. You know what I'm saying? Do that. Get a job. Do you know what I'm saying? And make sure in your downtime, go travel. Go see the world when you're young, bro. Go do that. You fucking going uni for 45 grand worth of debt. You can spend that 45 grand on traveling and it not be debt. Get a job, like. Even if it's stacking shelves in Tesco's, bro. Who cares? If you don't know what you want to do, yeah, that degree don't mean nothing. It's useless. I know bare man with degrees that don't use them. And they're making less money than me. And I didn't go uni. So it's one of them ones where unless you've got a specific route that you need to go to get your qualification to do your job. Like if you want to be a doctor or you want to do this or a psychologist or something like that, and there's actually a route that you have to follow. If there's no route and you're just going to do sociology or something, man, get a fucking job, my G. Do you know what I mean? Until you know what you want to do, innit? Just do it, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, don't fuck about. Do you know what I mean? I had people, I get DM'd all the time from young G's and they're like, oh, Rants, like, should I go uni and I don't know what to do? Bro, allow it, man. There's so many dumb degrees, man. Fuck that degree. It don't mean nothing, bro. Forget the degree. It's just debt, bro. And then after you got your uni debt, yeah, they want you to get a job. And then they're taking that money from you. And then on top of that, once they're taking the student loan from you, then they're telling you need to somehow make enough money to buy a house. So then you're in debt again, bro. Like, bro, it's never ending. It's a load of bollocks. Do you know what I mean? So trust me, young G's, if you don't know what you want to do, take time, innit? You know what I mean? Because 45 bags worth of debt is some joke thing.